Hello and welcome to the newest I Help lecture. Before we get started, be sure to hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe if you really like it. And with that being said, in this video we're going to be teaching you how to um make a scheduled do not disturb session on your iPhone or iPad. Right now I'm using a magic mouse, but it'll work with just touch as well. So first you want to open settings. That's the icon that looks like a gear right here. You click on that or tap on it, and then it'll bring you here. It'll automatically go to general if you're on an iPad, but it'll also do that if you're on an iPhone Plus, if you're on any iPhone Plus model, or an iPhone with a bigger screen when you're on rotation mode, when you're on landscape mode. So first you're going to want to open Do Not Disturb. You click on that, and then it'll bring you to this. All you have to do to turn it on is press this toggle. Then a moon icon will appear right here. That'll show you when whatever app you're in that you're in Do Not Disturb. So another really helpful tip that we use a lot during our iHelp lectures is Do Not Disturb silence while iPad like anytime. So by default, it'll be while iPad is locked. That's not very helpful in our opinion because when that just blocks out calls and notifications when your iPad is locked. Same with your iPhone. But with always, it's always blocking out your calls and notifications, no matter what app you're in. So I have it on that. So allow calls from no one. I'm not going to click on that because it's going to show private things, but once you click on it, it'll have all of your contacts, and let's say there's a family member or a friend that you always want calls to receive calls from. You can click on their name, and then no matter if Do Not Disturb is off or on, you'll receive calls from them. So repeated calls is also a very helpful feature. It says a second call from the same person within 3 minutes will not be silenced. So basically, that's just if someone's calling with from the same number within 3 minutes, then it'll not silence that call because your computer is assuming that this is an emergency. So, remember, all you have to do to turn on Do Not Disturb is press the toggle button. And the reason why you're here is to schedule Do Not Disturb. So just like Do Not Disturb, just like to turn on Do Not Disturb, you just press the toggle, and then it'll have a little drop down menu. From 10 p.m., I'm gonna do from 9:00, that indicates 9 p.m. And there's a little toggle from 9 a.m. to p.m. I want it p.m. to 7 a.m. That sounds about right. And then again, this is AM. Dim lock screen. This is really helpful so that when you're winding down, the lock screen on your iPad is dimmed so that you're not distracted when you're going to bed. So I'm going to just turn that off. And as soon as you turn it back on, it'll have that same thing in the database of your iPad or iPhone. So no matter what you schedule here, I'm going to just change this to 5:55. And once I turn it back on, it's still going to be 5:55. That's just amazing. But I'm going to keep it 9 o'clock because that's when I want my Do Not Disturb on. So, and to turn it off, you just press the toggle. Another helpful way to access Do Not Disturb, instead of going straight to settings, is in Control Center. So in Control Center, you have all these helpful toggles. So this is Control Center, by the way. You have all your things, screen recording, everything like that. Do Not Disturb is right here by default. Now, you can't actually remove Do Not Disturb, I think, so it's just always going to be there. But to get to Do Not Disturb, you go to to get to the Control Center, you go to the upper right-hand corner of your iPad or iPhone. But if you're on an iPhone with a home button, you'll need to go to the very bottom and then swipe up like that. But on an iPad or an iPhone XR or later, you're going to need to go to the upper right hand corner and swipe down. That's going to bring you to Do Not Disturb. With a mouse or magic mouse, all you have to do is swipe up to the top and it'll have this beautiful animation. Um, and then just click and it'll open the notification center. And that's all you have to do. But another important thing is actually silencing some specific notifications. So for Brain Pop, I use Brain Pop a lot, but I want the App Store to give me some notifications. So lock screen, I think that's fine. Notification center, yeah, and banners, I also want that. But if it's for a more urgent app, I can press temporary. And persistent basically won't go away automatically unless you swipe away. So show previous, always, that's the default. Sounds and badges, I like both of those, and that's all you have to do. You can do that with any other app that you want as well. And announce messages with Siri, that's basically for when you have your AirPods in, or if you have a smart home with HomePods and you're inside of the home, it'll go over the HomePods. It's a really nice feature. It's just amazing. Thank you for joining in on this lecture today, and please like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye for